Hello everyone. So I thought I would record a video just kind of going over the last 6 weeks. I'm now in my 7th week of prep. Weight loss has been slow, though the last time I was in a diet phase, it did take about 2 months before I really started to see any difference. I do feel that my clothes are slightly looser, so that's good. That's a bit of progress. The scale is being a little stubborn, but the scale is only one way to judge, and it's not a reliable way to judge fat loss. Measurements, as well as how things are fitting, how you're looking, I can visually see a difference, particularly in my abs and in my upper body. And I can see a little bit of reduction in my upper thighs, so that's really nice. But the weight loss is intentionally slow. Karina, my coach, has said that we're trying to preserve as much muscle as we can while we drop body fat. And to do a crash diet, to do a really quick weight loss phase, would one be really intense. That would mean a rapid increase in cardio and then a dramatic decrease in calories in order to achieve that weight loss in, say, a matter of weeks. But then that would also mean sacrificing a lot of muscle, and I don't want to do that. I've only been through one bulking phase so far in my time as a weightlifter and a potential physique competitor, if an athlete, if I'm going to do this again. So I want to be smart about it, and I want to take my time. It's my first time doing this, so I don't want to take any unnecessary risks. So weight loss has been slow, but again, like I said, that's intentional. My cardio is up to 3 hours a week, which I've broken down to 5 days. And in the last week, I've started doing that early in the morning. So I've seen this is one way that a lot of competitors that I've been watching over the last couple of years, who, when it comes to prep, they will break up their cardio and their weight sessions. I was trying to do cardio straight after my weight sessions, but one, it's incredibly taxing. By the time I've finished my weight session, I've already been at the gym for 2 hours. And so then to tack another half an hour of cardio, just to be completely honest, I hate it. I love weightlifting. I don't like cardio. It's okay. I can do it. There are worse things in the world than cardio. It's not the worst thing. I just find it really boring. But I'll do it because I'm working to achieve a goal, and that's just part of it. So I'll do it, but by the time I've done my weights, I just want to go home and eat. So rather than fighting myself mentally, I've decided to follow suit with what I see a lot of other competitors do, which is to go to the gym early in the morning, first thing in the morning, and to just do cardio. Cardio you can do fasted, it's fine. Some people can weightlift fasted. That doesn't work for me. I like to have at least a decent meal in my system before I go weightlift, because I find I need it. I can weightlift on an empty stomach, but one, it is going to be a piss poor session compared to one that I have later in the day after I've had 2 meals, like breakfast and lunch. It makes a massive difference. And particularly when I was in my improvement season, bulk season, PR season, really, there was a massive difference between what I could lift when I hadn't eaten and when I had. So I prefer to do my weightlifting later in the day. I know people who like to go in the morning. That's fine. There's no such thing as a better time. There's no such thing as a best time. Only you can decide that. There's a best time for you. That's it. There is no blanket standard best time for everyone. It doesn't work like that. So for me, weights in the afternoon. Cardio first thing in the morning, it can be done, and I do it fasted. I'll have a coffee, so it's not completely fasted. I don't really want to do it completely fasted, don't really care. There's no actual benefits to doing fasted cardio. It's pretty much the same. The outcome is the same, whether you do it fasted or non-fasted. And again, it's just up to you. So I have to do moderate intensity, and the way I judge that is one, how I'm sweating, and how I'm breathing. Would I be able to talk to someone at the same time? Ideally, yes, you want to be able to, but you want to be kind of like having to need to breathe like this kind of thing. All right, yes, I can't hold a conversation, but I am exerting myself at the same time. That kind of thing. That's how I judge if I'm in a good moderate zone. So I've been going, at the moment I'm doing 180 minutes a week, and I break that down into 5 days, so it's 36 minutes at the moment. That will slowly increase. I haven't had an increase in cardio. This will be the second week now, which is fine. No need to get crazy with cardio just yet, but I know that it will get slowly increased. So this week I have been going to the gym early in the morning to get my cardio done on work days. That's getting there by about 5:45. Generally I want to be leaving here by 5:30 at the latest. So to get there and to get home in time to be able to have a shower and then start work. Thankfully I'm working from home, so that makes that easier. Even if I was working at the office, I'd still be doing it. I would just have to shower either at the gym or at the office and bring a shit ton of gear with me. Yeah. So that's been something that I'm adjusting to. I am getting used to it now. It's been a week. I feel like I've gotten into a rhythm with it. And I kind of suspect that by the time all this is over, part of me is going to miss these morning cardio sessions. Though I've got plenty of time to indulge in that. I'm not in love with it at the moment, and I know a time is going to come where I'm going to be fucking hating it, mainly because I'm going to be really pushing myself. And that'll be mainly when I'm a few weeks out from the show, because my body fat will be at a very low point. Hopefully anyway. And you're just really pushing the boundaries of what your body and your mind are capable of doing. So that's gonna be super interesting. The masochist in me is looking forward to that. I like a good challenge, and I'm up for that. So that's where I'm at. The last few days I've been in a deload this week, which has been perfectly timed because I've had my period, and I have endometriosis, so each period is different. This one I've just felt really wiped out. So deload has been perfectly timed. Otherwise I haven't noticed too much of a decrease in strength. There is a slight decrease, which I knew there would be, in a calorie deficit. And calories I won't give my macros. When you watch videos of other physique competitors, they will rarely give out their macros because it is very dependent on where you started. So food is pretty much the same thing every day. Though anyone who has known me well enough in the last couple of years will know that I've eaten pretty much the same thing daily for ages. I mean, I do vary it a little, but I fall into routines with food, which just makes it easy for me with my food intolerances and I have 2 illnesses that I manage through diets. Those are always my priority when it comes to food, is that I'm not willing to make myself sick over a meal. So breakfast, lunch and dinner are very similar. Lately all I eat is salads, and I'm pretty happy with that, honestly. So breakfast is chicken and zucchini. I'll also have a boiled egg and avocado. Then lunch is kangaroo mince with cauliflower, beetroot, mushroom, and cucumber. And lately I've been adding sugar snap peas to that, and again that's on some lettuce, make a little, some vinegar. I love vinegar. And then dinner is usually where I'll vary it up. It might be a stir fry, might be a curry. Lately I've just been having mince. Again, mince is cheap. That's why I eat a lot of mince. But chicken or kangaroo, lettuce wraps with zucchini, mushroom, a bit of broccoli and or cauliflower, with avocado, some aioli, and then maybe a bit of chili sauce or whatever. And then I will have, so my carbs then for the day, which I will eat carbs during my workout, which is usually just 3 or 4 corn cakes, like like rice cakes, but they're made from corn instead of rice. And then after dinner, I will have some more carbs because starchy carbs at night help you sleep, and I've always been a terrible insomniac, and this I do find effective. So I will either have sweet potato, and I love Hawaiian sweet potato, which is white on the outside, but then the actual flesh is purple. And then if you like heat it up and you put a bit of like olive oil on it, it tastes like banana. It's crazy. But yeah, so I do that. Or I'll make like a little chocolate pudding with just so cassava flour or rice flour and a bit of coconut flour and some collagen if I've got protein left in my macros, just as a sweet treat. And yeah, so that's my food. So I find I do better on a more moderate carb diet with a bit higher fats. And so what I would call my diet at the moment is a high protein, moderate carbs, moderate fats. My fats aren't excessive, but you don't want to go too low in your fats and your proteins. Carbs is where you get to play around and you can really pump them up or knock them low. And when you want to be in a caloric deficit, carbs are the macronutrient to reduce. Your body, there's too many functions that are dependent, your whole body's dependent on protein. It can't regenerate without it. And then you have hormonal functions that require fats. So they're the two most important macronutrients. Protein first, then fats. Carbs are where you get your minerals and vitamins, so definitely important, being vegetables, green vegetables, colourful vegetables. I'm not talking breads and pasta, I'm talking vegetables. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. What I can give you is my calorie numbers. So when I started prep, I was eating about 2,300 calories, and now I've dropped to about high 1900s, low 2000 calories. So between 19 to 2000 calories, and that'll drop a bit. That'll drop over time. I imagine it'll be more of a drop in carbs and then a bit of a reduction of fats, but I don't anticipate that to happen till much later in prep. I feel like what would happen first is just energy output will increase. So it'll be cardio, an increase in cardio. And then I feel like later in the game, to get my body to use more body fat as energy, as fuel rather, starting to play with the calorie range will probably come later in the game. So right now it'll be more about just increasing cardio. So that's okay. I'm happy to do that. I'd rather do more cardio at the moment than drop my calories anymore. Just because I have noticed it's particularly around my period, I feel quite hungry. It's not it's not a horrible level of hunger, but if I was to decrease my calories anymore, it would just get a little too uncomfortable, and it's still way too far away from prep to really do that. So I'm about 20 weeks out approximately. So talking about shows, so I'm looking at 3, possibly now 4 federations. This will definitely come down to money factors because each federation costs money to join, and then also the cost of posing. So I'm now considering a 4th show, which will be in July with the WBFF. Otherwise, I'm definitely doing IFBB and ICN, and possibly NAB NBA or ANB. I really wanted to go and see one of the shows. Nobody seems to be selling tickets for them unless you're friends or family with a competitor, and I am neither. I don't really know anyone else who's doing this stuff, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But I got to see an IFBB show last week, and that was exciting. It ran a little late. It was delayed, but I've gone to enough gigs to know that when it comes to live shit, nothing ever runs on time, so it was fine. I saw what I could. I couldn't stay for the whole thing. But it was good to see it all play out in front of me. Got to see, how tanned everyone gets, how small everyone gets, and also just the kind of feel to the whole performance, because it is a performance, to get to see what it means to actually be on the stage and to get up there and perform and to pose and to sell yourself. So that was exciting, and really everyone who gets up on that stage is a winner. It takes so much time and effort and dedication to get there. Honestly, I just feel like the trophy at the end is just kind of like a cherry on the sundae, as they say, but it's so true, because just to get there, I'm like, all of you guys are fucking winners, man. Like, you all worked your asses off to get there, and you're doing it. And yeah, I just really look forward to when I get to be on that stage. So in the meantime, I'm just going to continue working hard and make sure I do as much as I can in this time. And that's my update for the first 7 weeks of prep. I hope this has been somewhat interesting. If anyone's curious about anything, I'm happy to answer any questions. You know where to find me. If you've watched this whole thing, thank you. I'm happy to talk on and on about this. I'm really excited to continue to share this with you guys. It's very much a journey of discovery for me. And anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.